Hey, Brad, what's that?
What's what?
That thing right in front of you, man.
Oh, you mean the script that's telling me to remind our listeners to subscribe to Geeklirious on iTunes or any platform of their choice?
Yeah, but wasn't there more?
Alright, let me take a look. Hey, there's a part where I tell the listeners to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter using our handle @Geeklirious.
Yeah, that's the best line I ever wrote.
Oh, crap. I deleted it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 22 of Geeklirious. My name is Brian, along with my co-host,
Mike, as always.
And, so, it's been a week.
Yeah. Well, like 2 weeks, as you said before. It's been some time since we recorded.
Yeah,
well, actually, not really. It's just only been like a week, but that's a long time.
It feels longer.
We like doing this show, so.
Yeah, it's fun. And, so last week, New York got hit by, 2 snowstorms within, a couple days and really knocked us out of commission, so.
Yeah.
We weren't able to get together and do our, our weekly geeky goodness.
But we are back, better than ever.
Back better than ever.
Some would say.
I'm feeling good.
Me too, actually. Pretty good. Pumped for this, episode.
Yes, we got a lot of good stuff coming up. But, first, some catch-up time. How have you been doing? What have you been into?
Been playing a little old game called Ni no Kuni 2.
Ni no Kuni?
Yes.
Tell me about
it. I can't do a full review because I haven't beaten it yet. I'm, halfway through. But I'm really enjoying it. It's obviously a Japanese RPG. Set in this, I think you would like it because Ni no Kuni basically means second world in Japanese. Okay. So basically, a character gets transported into this world where a king has been overthrown and a little kid, because his father died from poisoning. There was a coup.
The coup d'etat.
Yeah, coup d'etat. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it's just really interesting. I think the story's not as good as the first one, but I like the combat. It's a little hack and slashy.
Okay.
It's not as they made it just more actiony. The first one was more turn-based and almost like Pokemon, where you're collecting these monsters that you're fighting, and then you can collect them and use them while you're fighting. They help you out and stuff.
That does sound like Pokemon.
Except a little bit more involved than that. This one, they don't do that, but now you have these little creatures that fight alongside you called Higgledies. And they're these cute little elements, like the green one will give you health, and the white one will, make a cannon and, shoot enemies. And, there's all sorts of cool stuff like that. And the characters are really good so far. I like the villain. He kind of looks like, he has a snake head. He has a cobra head.
That's pretty dope.
He's I've only seen him once or twice because I'm not super far through. But, really good. I like it. Can't give my final thoughts on it yet, but so far, really good. Combat's really good. And the artwork. It looks like you're watching anime movie.
That's cool. I love games that are like that.
It's a little it's nice. It's sweet. It's a little because the king or whatever, he's a little kid, so you're running around. He has a red cape on, and he's running around, and you gotta fight these monsters. They do some really cool things. Let me get out my notes because I wrote some cool things down about the game that I wanted to touch on. Let's see. Where is
like you were talking about before, though, the anime realistic, that's super cool. The new Dragon Ball Z game, Z Fighter looks like that. And also, you played the South Park games, right?
Yeah.
Especially Stick of Truth. I played at the Fractured Butthole. Looks about the same, but that film realistic, cartoon realistic quality that these games have. It's really immersive. I love that art style.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool things. Like, you know, in other RPGs, you'll have to run around and grind a lot. This is a little easier to handle. There's not as much grinding. It's a little easier.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of that in RPGs. Like, when you have to fight the same enemies over and over again, that's not fun to me. You know? That's just not my thing. It's not my thing.
It's different,
Like with Pokemon, I don't want to go around in the forest fighting Pidgeys for 3 hours, you know?
See, this game, that's why I think you'd really like this game, even more so, maybe, than the first one, because there's not really, like, you're going around fighting monsters and stuff, but one, you can see the monsters before you fight them, and two, it does, I think other games have done this before, but I can't really remember, like, where, if you're, like, if you're, like, 5 to, like, 10 levels above the enemy, like, it won't attack you. Like, it'll just, you know, mind its business, and you can walk past it and do all that. Unless you want to fight them, and you can, like, run into them and fight them, but you don't, like, and then it'll show, like, in red if they're, like, overpowered than you, and you want to stay away from them and stuff.
Oh, what's that like? I forget what game it was, but they showed you, like, a red skull.
Yeah.
What game is that? That's gonna bug me. All right. So what were your notes that you had?
Well, I just it doesn't waste your time with that. Like, you don't have to fight meaningless battles that are just gonna take up time and
that
stuff.
That is cool.
Like, it's really like the combat's like really seamless. Like, there's no loading screen and then you're into the combat. No, it's like it goes in, it just makes a circle and you're in it and you're fighting, and
that's cool.
It's really cool like that. The artwork is just great. The music is also like really good.
What's the music style? Is it like
it's
like
fantasy,
like orchestral?
Yeah, orchestral,
cool.
like just real fantasy, really nice music.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it just doesn't frustrate me for like other games. Like, it just doesn't waste your time. It knows like you don't want to spend necessarily 100 hours playing it, so
yeah,
you can probably beat this game. I'm only like a little less than 20 hours through, but you could probably beat it in like under 50. So it's really good. There's a lot of cool tweaks you can do. I don't want to get into it too much because I haven't beaten it, so I haven't seen a lot of it. You can also do like this cool real-time battle where you're commanding troops and you use like the stick and they can turn around. Like, it's real-time, like it's almost like an army command and you're going around.
That's
and
cool.
Destroying structures and like fighting like groups of enemies, like different from the regular combat. And also there's a whole, since you're a king, there's a whole kingdom you control, a new kingdom, because your kingdom was taken over or whatever. So you form this new kingdom and you're making buildings, like you're leveling up certain buildings, and you're like hiring workers to work for you.
Cool.
And like, you know, you're finding characters, and they'll be like, I'm a chef, so you're like, hey, I could use someone cooking in my thing, so you can recruit them. Like, sometimes they'll have like side missions for you to do so you can do it. So yeah, it's actually really fun.
That's cool.
But
it
it's not
like
there's not too much of it, you know, like
right.
The Witcher, how it was really super dense, so many question marks over, you didn't know where to go, even though I love The Witcher. But this is like, there's a lot to do, but it doesn't like overdo it like right at the first.
Yeah, it seems like
you
there's
get
a lot
into
of
it really quick too.
Seems like there's a lot of different like gameplay mechanics.
I really want to see you play this. I'll have to like bring it over one day and just to give it a shot.
Should I play the first one?
No.
Different story.
Completely, you don't have to know anything from the first one.
Well, that's cool.
It takes place in the same world, but it's like centuries after, or
okay,
whatever. So yeah, you don't. I mean, I guess there's like little Easter eggs, but as far as that, no, you don't need to know anything.
Well, that's cool.
And yeah, so I really suggest, if you guys, I think it's great for beginner JRPGs. You know,
and this is for the PS4, right?
PS4, yeah, it's an exclusive for PS4.
Okay,
just like the first one. Really good. I recommend it, but also I haven't beaten it, so
yeah, so
take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you know, when you finish it, you know,
you had some stuff, right?
Yeah,
watching, right?
Yeah, I just finished watching The Punisher.
Finally,
I know it took me forever. I really enjoyed it. I thought it's right up there with like Jessica Jones and Daredevil for me. Like I loved it.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I don't know if it hits the highs that Daredevil got, because I still think Daredevil is the best, but Punisher, man.
There was a couple times during it where, it really made me go, yeah, pump my fist in the air, I was really excited. He's so smart, and the way he, plans out, you think he's stuck, and then you realize, oh no, he had, he knew all along. And it was cool. And I liked how it had, so one of my gripes with Jessica Jones season 2 was that there was a bunch of small bad guys, but no real main one. Punisher had almost the exact opposite. It had a bunch of rather, more larger, intense bad guys.
Yeah.
You had the terrorist kid, and you had Frank's ex-military buddy who turned out to be the main villain.
Yeah.
And you had the colonel or whatever he was. He was the special intelligence, whatever he was. Mm-hmm. The guy that Castle punched his eye out in that one flashback.
He had some really creative ways of killing people.
Yeah, no, he's great.
It's awesome. I really like it.
The fight scenes are fantastic, and I really enjoyed the element of was it Micro David?
Yeah.
What was his last? I forget his last name, but that guy's character, the dynamic with the family, that he's looking over them,
and then adding Frank Castle into it.
Oh yeah, that really made it was very tense.
Yeah.
And you felt bad for him because he was looking at his wife falling in love with Frank.
But but on the other hand, you felt good for Frank because you kind of see his unpunisher side.
Yeah, yeah. It's honestly, they wrote that series so well, and it's like I said, it's right up there with Jessica Jones season 1 and Daredevil season 1 for me. Probably easily. Maybe even better than Daredevil, in my opinion. It's really good.
And what was also great about it, because, they got his intro done already through Daredevil 2, season 2. So it's you go in and it's boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, you already know what's going on.
The characters that are going to be in, some of them, the characters, so you already know what you're getting into, and it's just action.
He honestly, I feel like he might be the most fleshed out character that we've seen. They really put a lot of work into his backstory and what he's feeling and his motivations. They did a really fantastic job with the show.
And John Bernthal as Punisher.
He's so good.
Amazing.
He's such a fantastic actor. I loved him in pretty much everything he's done. Yeah. I loved him in Walking Dead. I loved him he had a small role in Baby Driver, and he was a great part.
Yeah, he needs to be in more stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But, yeah, so, you want to get into some news?
Yeah. So,
I got some stuff for you.
Yeah.
Let me break out the notes. Alright, so, did you see the Cobra Kai trailer?
No, unfortunately. Well, I saw bits and pieces. I didn't watch the whole thing, no.
Okay. So,
I really didn't have any, interest in it, but maybe, since you're saying good things about it.
You know what? I heard rumblings about this trailer. And about this show. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay. I went on IMDb and they had it on their homepage. I'm alright, yeah, let me watch it. So I clicked the trailer. I have no idea what I'm even looking at. So I see it's Cobra Kai, and I'm oh, are they making another Karate Kid sequel? It's this. They got the same actors back. They got Billy Zabka and Ralph Macchio. And essentially, it tells the story. It's 34 years later, I think it says in the trailer.
Yeah, R.I.P. Pat Morita, Mr. Miyagi.
Was it Morita?
Morita, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he's not in it, obviously, because he died, but, even honestly, though, if he was still alive in this, he was old back then, man.
He was, yeah. Will they have Jackie Chan come back?
Jackie Chan's in this?
No, but, he was in the I guess it was a remake with the one with Jaden Smith.
Yeah, no, but this is the original Karate Kid.
You're telling me Jackie Chan can't come back?
I love Jackie Chan.
He can do whatever he wants.
He's fine. He literally could be in anything, and I'd be okay with
just
that.
Just a small role, him judging a competition. I want to see
that would be great.
You know?
So pretty much it picks up 34 years later, and they've got Billy Zabka starting up his own Well, I guess he's older now. He's a William Zabka. Whatever, Johnny, or John, whatever you want to call him. And he makes his own Cobra Kai gym, and then him and freaking Ralph Macchio start back up their rivalry from 34 years ago. And it honestly looks hilarious to me. I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but it's really funny. And it's just great.
They're doing like a like, is it going to be like, are they doing like the 21 Jump Street route where it's like a comedy?
I don't know. It didn't seem like that.
The Karate Kid was not a comedy.
No, I mean, it had notes of comedy, but it was more like a coming of age story.
Yeah.
But so anyway, just some quick notes I had down. So it's a TV series. Not even a TV series. It's going to be on YouTube Red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a YouTube Red original, so that should bring some traffic into that. Yeah. I feel like people are going to want to watch that.
I'll actually use it.
And its release date is May 2nd, 2018, so coming up real soon. Yeah. Huh. So only about a month away or so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I would definitely like to check that out. Maybe I'll break out my free trial for YouTube Red. I haven't used that yet.
Yeah,
so maybe
I
I'll
have
watch
YouTube Red because you get it free when you have the Google Play Music.
Oh, that's cool.
So I use it.
Yeah, no, I'd love to watch it. I love the original Karate Kid, so, seeing those characters back after so many years.
It's good to see Ralph Macchio and, that guy.
I love Ralph Macchio. He's great.
Yeah. And they're in fighting shape, too, from the clips I saw.
They look pretty good.
Yeah.
So, alright, what you got for me?
Did you see the Shazam pictures?
No, I didn't see anything.
I'm forgetting the guy's name, damn it. But, I don't know, these are just pictures, and you know how they always look kind of goofy, but when you see them in the movie, they could be cool.
Yeah.
I think that might be what's going on here, because they don't look good.
Yeah, I heard some things about they're bringing back a lot of people for this movie.
Yeah.
So, Agent Coulson's back, right?
No. That's for Shazam.
That's Shazam. Well, what's this?
No, I'm talking about the pictures from Shazam, though.
Are we not talking about the same thing?
What is he,
Shazam is Shazam?
Yeah, Shazam.
Agent Coulson's in there, right?
No, that's something else. Agent Coulson? Who's Agent
Coulson? No, that's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's something completely different.
My bad. No, I didn't see any of the Shazam pictures.
Obviously not. I think everyone knows that at this point. You did not see the pictures, Brian. Anyways, there's not much to say. They don't look good. It makes me even less excited for the movie. But then again, it's like when I see when I saw what was it, the Avengers stuff. Like none of that. I don't know, when I see those like behind the scenes pictures, they just don't look great without the effects and all that stuff. So, well, some of them do, but yeah, I don't know. Are you excited for the Shazam movie?
The Rock's in that, right?
Is he?
I think he's playing.
Yeah, he's the Black Adam, right?
Black Adam, yeah. That's cool.
I haven't seen anything with him. I haven't seen any pictures of him, though. I've only seen, what's his face?
I like The Rock, so that's pretty dope.
We know you like The Rock, Brian.
If you smell.
Yeah. But yeah, Shazam, I don't know. I want to be optimistic about it. It could be cool.
He's a super cool DC hero.
Yeah.
I mean, like, his whole backstory, and it's cool. Mean,
I just hope... We'll see. I'm really, like... Are they really gonna, like... Shazam's such a weird character, because he's a little kid in a hero body. So, like, how's that gonna work? It could work, and it could be funny, and it could be cool. See. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to take a look at the pictures.
I mean, it's like really bright red, and I mean, it looks like Shazam. I can't say it's not like, oh, that doesn't look exactly like it does. It's just like, I guess that's what they're going with.
Very comic realistic.
Kinda.
Alright.
The pictures are like from far away. I don't know. We'll see. What about you? Do you have any more news?
Oh, I got news. So, did you hear that Chris Evans announced he was leaving the MCU?
He's been saying that, though.
Yeah, but this is like official. He says he's leaving the MCU after Avengers 4.
Oh, man.
It was picked up by a lot of news sources.
I I mean, he's gonna have to leave eventually. So is RDJ and Chris Hemsworth.
I think the main thing with this is that he gave a timeline, and now people are speculating that he's probably going to get killed off in Infinity War, either Part 1 or Part 2.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be Part 1, just because I don't think Part 1's like... I want him to be there for the end of the story. You know, I don't want him to die in Infinity War, and then Infinity War 2 comes out and he's not there. Unless, like, Bucky becomes Captain America.
Could very well
I think
happen.
That's what they're gonna do. Because I think they're... Sebastian Stan, like, is, when... Spoiler alert for Black Panther, like, they showed him a glimpse, and they might be... Like, why show him if he's not gonna have a more important role in the whole thing instead of, just being, Cap's sidekick.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bucky will 100% take over the role.
More so than the Falcon.
America. Yeah.
Even though, I mean, I would like to see either of them take it, obviously, but, yeah.
So, yeah.
I really like Bucky and Falcon's, camaraderie, so that could be cool.
Okay. What
do you think?
I'm cool with it.
But I'm not cool with Chris Evans leaving.
I'm fine with that.
Hater.
It's not that I hate Captain America. It's just that, like...
You hate America. That's what it is.
You got me. Communism forever. So what have you got for me?
Let's see what I got for you today. Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson.
Oh, hey!
You might know of him.
Is this the Captain Marvel news?
Yes.
Hey!
Captain Marvel. Since you... Anyways, yeah. He's going to be playing a young Agent Coulson in because Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s.
Oh, no. Are they going to break out that CGI that makes him look younger?
Like how they did RDJ?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, no.
Well, no, they did. They give him a nice wig. Don't go crazy. I don't think they have to go as crazy as they did with,
Oh, Jesus.
First of all, I liked how RDJ looked in, what was that?
It was okay, but it looked a little kind of off. A little creepy.
A little bit.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, but yeah. I don't... Hopefully they've improved their CGI game from that.
Yeah. Well, and not just Agent Coulson, though. The guy, the actor Lee Pace that played,
Ronan the
Accuser.
Yes.
He's also going to be in it. So, because obviously this is before Guardians, right? He was in Guardians 1, right?
Yeah.
Villain. So obviously that's before that. So, that's cool. I mean, we didn't get to see a lot of it. Well, we saw of him, but he wasn't great in Guardians, right? What did you think about him in Guardians?
He wasn't a great villain. No? I mean, he was cool, but as far as villains go, I'm gonna say Ego from Guardians 2 was a way better villain.
I mean, Kurt Russell, how can he beat Kurt Russell?
There was some real, what do they say, gravitas.
Yeah.
And with that performance, it was great.
I agree. But I do want to give this guy maybe a second chance at it, like really, really nailing down the character,
We didn't get to see much of him in Guardians, so.
Right. So, this could be, I don't even know how much of a role either of those characters are playing in this. Probably not much.
So I'm going to assume from this news that Captain Marvel is a prequel?
Well, yeah, it takes place in the 90s.
Okay. I did not realize that.
You didn't know that?
I had no idea. Is that just Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel is like an older superhero?
No, but that's just how they're doing it, and I think it kind of makes sense because I'm assuming she's going to be in Infinity War Part 2. That's when she's going to come back to modern day. If at all. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but no, that's not necessarily how it is. I mean, do you know Captain Marvel? She's the pilot.
Nova Corps, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know a little bit about her. I actually, I really don't know much. I know that she's being played by Brie Larson, and she is an Academy Award-winning actress, so.
Yeah, and she looks really good. I've seen some of the pictures. Looks pretty
awesome.
I
did see those, yeah.
I'm excited for it, and adding Clark Gregg to anything is always a plus.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And Ronan the Accuser, he could be a plus too, hopefully. Hopefully we see more of him.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty much it for me. What about you? Any more?
All right. So yeah, I got this big piece of news that's going to lead into our main story for this podcast, which is that Disney's California Adventure. I don't know if you know the difference between California Adventure and Disneyland.
Well, I mean, one's bigger.
It's so you know how Disney World has like Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. Like, there's a bunch of different parks within the whole Disney World.
I didn't know that, but sure.
Okay, so in Disneyland, there's the Disneyland park, and then there's California Adventure. They're two separate theme parks under the Disney brand in California. California Adventure is where they're opening up the new Star Wars land and all that stuff.
Okay.
I believe so. I might be wrong on that. But anyway, so they're opening up a Marvel-themed land. An entire land dedicated to Marvel. Specifically, the Avengers and Spider-Man. I read the whole article, and I have a quote here from it. They're calling it a completely immersive superhero universe. That's quoted by Disney.
Huh.
It's supposed to unveil in 2020. That's when the project's supposed to be complete. So if I know Mike, I think we're going to be taking a trip to California in 2020.
Yes. Definitely.
To check out this new world. So, that's really cool. And I love to see more Marvel in the parks. I know that Disney World has some kind of agreement with Universal, because Universal has Spider-Man and Hulk and a bunch of other heroes in their park.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the Orlando Disney parks really can't access a lot of the Marvel superheroes. Like, they can access Guardians and Black Panther, but as far as like...
So who can't they access? Hulk, you said?
It's pretty much the Avengers. You know, Spider-Man, Hulk, like Doctor Doom, I know they have a ride for him, and so they have the rights to a bunch of different Marvel heroes. And I know for sure Captain America's in there because they have a walk-around character.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing Marvel in Disney World anytime soon, which sucks, because that's really the park I go to the most. But Disneyland, however, they can have full run of the gambit. You know, they changed the Twilight Zone and Twilight Zone Tower of Terror into Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Okay. So they added in some really cool stuff. I don't know if you've seen any videos from it.
No.
But they have a really, really sick Rocket Raccoon animatronic in there. It looks so lifelike. It's super cool. But anyway, so I thought it would be a fun idea for me and Mike to kind of break down what we would like to see in a Marvel-based theme park.
Sure.
So, why don't you break it down? What ideas do you have?
Well, when you told me this news, the first thing that popped up is Doctor Strange.
Really?
Yeah.
I also had an idea for Doctor Strange ride, but I want to hear what your thought was.
I mean, I just want to see the Sanctum Sanctorum, have the cape, like, flying around or something, and, all the contraptions that he has. Like, I really think you could do something, like, really cool with that.
So you're talking about, like, a dark ride tour of Doctor Strange's, like, his New York, base or something,
Yeah, exactly.
That would be pretty dope.
Like, almost like it's a museum, but, like, Doctor Strange stuff. Agamotto and, all that cool stuff, right?
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. You could have, a Benedict Cumberbatch wannabe, running around casting spells, Could have Loki fighting him or something. Like, you could do, like, a bunch of cool stuff.
That would be cool. Would you utilize, like, screens and 3D glasses?
Huh. See, I haven't been to one of those things, so...
Would you have, like, live actors?
Yeah.
Yeah? Live actors?
Yeah, you gotta go live actors.
Yeah, because, there have been a couple rides in theme park history that have utilized live actors. I think most famously, the Great Movie Ride had live actors in, pretty much every showing of that ride. Oh, so, wow. Yeah, no, it has been done before, and I think that could be a kind of a cool change of pace.
Yeah. I mean, what were you thinking for Doctor Strange?
Well, I actually had a pretty cool idea. So, alright, where's my... So, I had an idea for kind of like not like a roller coaster, but if you've ever been to, I know you've never been to Diagon Alley in Universal, but they have a really cool ride. It's based after Harry Potter. It's like a roller coaster through Gringotts Bank, but it has like a cart system and they spin.
Oh.
So I thought it would be really cool to have like a roller coaster based attraction, but like be it like Doctor Strange, like teleporting and spinning through like. Actually, I was thinking like his office and stuff like that, but maybe you can go to different areas too. Yeah. Like you can teleport, and I would utilize a lot of that cool stuff like they had in the Doctor Strange movie. The like the kind of Inception type like buildings bending and stuff like that, and then you can like you can go to like Shangri-La, and maybe he could be fighting with the monks and stuff. That'd be cool. So yeah, that was my Doctor Strange idea.
And another one I had was, it's Luke Cage and it's Harlem. It's just Harlem in the middle of Disneyland.
Just get stabbed.
Yeah. Just a drive-by or whatever the Harlemites do.
Oh my god. That's so dark.
Do you have any other ones?
Oh, I've got tons.
Let's hear some.
So what good theme park would be without a restaurant? And I was thinking, different types of restaurants. And you could just do the classic, burger joint.
Gotta have a Mexican for Deadpool.
Yeah, no, you can have like...
Chimichangas on deck all yeah.
Absolutely. I was actually thinking of a Deadpool ride, where kind of like he breaks the fourth wall and stuff. Like, they have, in Hollywood Studios, they have the Muppets ride, and they've got the Statler and Waldorf. Yeah, Statler and Waldorf up in the balcony, like making fun of the Muppets. Like, I would love to see like a 3D movie, but just have Deadpool in the balcony, like shouting stuff the entire time. But, going back to my restaurant idea. So, what is the most famous food in like Marvel culture? It's obviously shawarma. So you're gonna have a shawarma restaurant in the heart
absolutely
of Marvel Land.
Just have
have all the food named after Marvel characters.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. You can have like the
Stark shawarma.
You have Agamato pasta.
Yeah, like
pizza. Just pizza. Oh, Peter Parker pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there you go.
Pasta Parker.
Pasta Parker. Did you have any other ideas?
I was also thinking about an Ant-Man ride.
Okay, like shrink down?
Well, I was thinking like, you get in it's like a roller coaster or whatever.
Okay.
And you're on the ant. Like the roller coaster is the ant.
Oh, that's cool.
And, you and whatever. And you're going through, but like the roller coaster, like it's surrounded with like big, small things. Like, you see a giant soccer ball and, what do they have in the movie? Like
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine and like, Lego, like giant Legos and like it could be like, the room in Ant-Man, like his daughter's room or whatever, it could just be like that, but blown up, and it's like a roller coaster, and you're the ant, and like you're flying.
And you're the ant on the track.
Well, you're not the ant. You're like Ant-Man on. Damn, what was the ant's name?
I don't know. I forget the name. He had a name though, right?
Yeah, he did have a name.
Bob.
No, it was like.
Anthony.
Yeah, it was Anthony. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you could be riding on Anthony and like.
That would be super cool.
Like, some cool Ant-Man stuff.
Oh, you know what would be cool for that? They have, kind of like in Pandora, in Animal Kingdom, they have those like, I don't know if you've ever seen videos of it, but it's like almost like an exercise bike, where they strap you in, and it's really immersive, and it, like, you feel like you're flying through, like, Pandora and stuff. That would be a really cool experience for this ride. If it was like an immersive, like, 3D kind of experience. Yeah. That would be super cool.
Yeah, that would be like, that could be, you're being chased by like Yellow Jacket or something, and maybe you see Wasp, and like, I don't know, that'd be cool, some cool stuff with that. What about you?
So, I'm gonna take armchair Imagineering to a new level here.
Okay.
I'm gonna introduce you to, so I had two ideas, and I settled on, because they were initially the same. I was gonna do either a tour of S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, hosted by Nick Fury.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or, but even better, I thought, a tour of the Avengers Tower hosted by Jarvis and Tony Stark.
Ooh.
And then, of course, like any good dark ride, trouble arises, and, Tony Stark has to come in as Iron Man and save the day. And this would definitely be like a track ride, but it utilizes like 3D screens and stuff like that to get the full effect. And you have Iron Man coming in, pyrotechnics, explosions, and you would go all through it, and you can see like all the different artifacts. You can have the cube. What's the thing called? The Tesseract cube, and you can see like Loki's headpiece and his staff. You can go through Bruce Banner's lab equipment. It'd be super cool. Just like all the different rooms, the container that held Hulk and Loki during Avengers 1. Just cool stuff. Oh, and of course you gotta get to their jet. What's that thing called? The Helibird or whatever? Helicarrier?
Yeah.
The big Avengers ship.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the quad carrier or whatever it was called.
Yeah, that thing's cool. Of course you'd have to go through that. So yeah, it'd be like a dark ride, and of course, like I said, trouble would go awry. Either Loki attacks, or maybe like the aliens from Avengers 1 or something. That'd be dope.
What about like a mini Asgard? Like, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. I actually have an idea about that. Yeah. I had on here an Asgard Heimdall Rainbow Bridge ride. Where like you go, like you transport to different worlds, and like the Ice Giant world, and Asgard and New York City,
all the 9 realms,
the 9 realms.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool. Also, even like Sakaar, Planet Hulk, whatever.
Oh yeah, that'd be super cool.
Like, Coliseum area, that'd be
dude.
Cool.
I know what ride needs to be added in here. Remember when Thor first meets Jeff Goldblum's character, and he literally goes through like a ride.
Yeah.
Can we just have that ride?
You are not slaves. You are, what was it?
You just have Jeff Goldblum like narrating the whole thing. It's like, well, just sit down and so cool. Let me explain.
Pardon you from life.
Dude, that would be great. I would do an entire ride. Like a ride through Sakaar narrated by Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, that would be so cool. Also, what about like Guardians are super popular. Well, actually, now Black Panther. What about like Wakanda or something like that?
Ooh, Wakanda River Journey. Like a classic Disney boat ride, like Pirates of the Caribbean or something. But instead of like pirates, it's Wakanda.
Yeah,
and like you
armored rhino,
dude. Yeah, you have like the tribal chanting and stuff.
Oh yes,
and you'd go through like T'Challa fighting Killmonger in the
the mine or whatever. Like they could like a little area to.
Yeah, that would be super cool. Oh man, that's a great ride.
Right
now, I just want this ride to actually exist so I can go ride it.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That might be one of the best ones we came up with.
What else you got? Yeah, anything else?
Oh, I got more. So let's move away from rides for a second, because I have a couple more rides, but how cool would it be? So, alright, so I'll preface this by saying, when I thought of like, okay, we need a banger roller coaster.
Yeah.
And what Marvel superhero would make the best roller coaster?
Squirrel Girl.
Damn, man. You hit the nail on the head, dude. Riding on the back of a squirrel. No. Ghost Rider.
Oh, yes.
Dude, Ghost Rider on your motorcycle.
Yeah.
Indoor roller coaster with flames and hell and bones and demons.
Or Ghost Rider where he's in a car, too.
Or that.
But the motorcycle.
I like the motorcycle.
Yeah, people know the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, yeah.
Dude, that'd be so sick. And you just have like,
going through hell.
Going through hell, exactly. Bones and demons
yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Just like a super fast indoor roller coaster, and you can make the soundtrack something badass, like, I don't know, what's a rockin' band, like AC/DC or something. Just
yeah,
just something like to get you pumped up while you're, I mean, they probably still have the rights of every AC/DC song from the Iron Man movies, right?
They own everything. I mean, come on now.
Excuse me, Malcolm and Angus Young. Well, I think one of them died, didn't they?
Yeah.
Excuse me, surviving members of AC/DC. Would you like to supply your music? We will give you $1 billion. Yes.
What else? Did you have any other ones?
Oh, I got more.
Ring them off, because I had a few, but I knew you were going to have a plethora.
All right. Okay, so I had an idea for a show. Because, in a land, some people don't like the bigger rides, and they just want to sit around and relax, maybe enjoy like a snow cone or something and watch something
some
cool.
People are afraid of heights like
that. I say we just bring the Captain America show from Captain America the First Avenger, where he's punching Hitler and like singing with dancing showgirls. Just make that, but in the park. Yes. Just have a dude dressed as Captain America, or just get Chris Evans. I mean, obviously he's leaving the MCU, so
he's gonna have to do something.
He needs a job. Disney hire Chris Evans just to get up on stage and dance and punch Hitler.
Yeah.
I'd watch that every day. Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing.
That would be that actually would be like really cool. Like
I would love to see that.
You could do something like that.
Just make it super pro America, and you can stick it right next to the Hall of Presidents.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other like really good ones. What Marvel characters have we not touched on?
Hulk. I know in Universal they have a Hulk roller coaster, but I feel like that's not like the best use of a Hulk ride.
Like, what could you do as like Hulk?
Maybe like jumping on Hulk's back, like a free fall kind of ride. Or like a slingshot type of thing. They put you on 3D glasses and they slingshot you in an arc across like a building.
Just get sprayed with green on the way.
Oh my god! Just have Lou Ferrigno narrating it. Okay, you're about to get swung. It's like what? Hold on tight.
Let's see. So I mean, so who are the new like Avengers that like they would definitely want like stuff for? Like we said Black Panther, Ant-Man.
They haven't really talked about Iron Man that much.
Iron Man, yeah.
I mean,
it's the shawarma restaurant.
Restaurant. In Shanghai Disney, they actually have something called the Iron Man Experience.
Okay.
And it's like a 3D ride where it's similar to like Soarin' or like the Pandora ride, where it's like immersive and you feel like you're flying through the air.
That's where you're just like, it's like a movie theater, but the seats move. Is that like what it is?
I think it's more like a ride vehicle, but like it's immersive and it makes you feel like you're you're in Tony Stark's suit.
Okay.
I saw some footage of it. It looked really cool. I really want to ride it. If I ever go to China, I might have to do that.
Just have the War Machine ride where you're just free falling.
Oh my god! The War Machine experience.
Yep.
You think it's a roller coaster and then it's not. You just get killed.
You get robot legs afterwards. It's all good.
It's like, well, you got paralyzed, but here's a free pair of robot legs. Oh yeah! Like knowing Disney prices.
There should definitely be a Thanos roller coaster.
That's cool. We haven't even really touched on villains. Like,
true.
What cool villains there would be?
Yeah, like Loki could have something cool.
Oh yeah, Loki ride would be cool. That would be a cool free fall.
How would the Loki? Yeah, like
he teleports you up.
For 30 minutes.
30 minutes. I freaking love that guy.
Yeah. See, with Marvel, they didn't have. They could have an Ultron thing.
Ultron would be cool.
Yeah. Maybe like would it be like a roller coaster? Like, I'm trying to think of rides. I've never been to like Disneyland. I don't know like what kind of rides.
Oh man, dude, I gotta take you to Disney one of these days.
Yeah. Like me being afraid of heights is like that stuff doesn't work well. Like I like rides, but like rides that don't go high. Yeah. Although I used to be like that, now I can probably take it.
You probably be a more fan of like dark rides. Like I could see you like getting a real kick out of like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Like a slow moving dark ride with really immersive like effects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I tell you, dude, there's nothing like. There's a part in Pirates where you go down a waterfall and you come out to an open sea with Captain Barbossa's ship firing upon a fort.
That's cool.
And you're inside, but it feels like you're outside. And you're just immersed in this, like, world. A giant ship's next to you. There's a fort. Where's Captain Jack? It's great. That's honestly what Disney is to me. Just like an immersive experience. And that's really why I'm excited for this Marvel land. Yeah. It's being able to be immersed in some of my favorite superheroes with the new technologies that Disney is bringing into, like, I think Pandora... Flight of Passage might be the greatest ride that Disney has ever come out with. Oh, yeah. And I feel like that's just the beginning. I feel like with the new technology they have, I can only imagine what they could do with some of these Marvel characters.
Just change the name to Avengers Ride and there you go. Yeah, no, that's actually, like, really cool, and obviously that's, like, my thing, so I would totally be down, like, one day. Geeklirious will go.
Absolutely, no.
When it opens up.
I got this.
Eat some shawarma.
Yeah, I'll have to break out my DVC, Disney Vacation Club pass and rent a room at Disneyland Hotel in California.
Yeah, we can do a show right there.
Yeah. Like, well, we're waiting in the line. It's going to be 3 hours for the Iron Man experience, so, I bet that's what they're going to do. They're probably just going to port over the Shanghai Disney ride. They've done that before.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, soaring over California is in Disney World.
Yeah, Shanghai has, like, all the dope rides, right?
Yeah, their Pirates ride is insane. I've
seen, like, the stuff, I've seen that.
They have a Tron roller coaster.
That's crazy.
We're getting that in Walt Disney World.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're putting it in right next to Space Mountain in Tomorrowland. We're getting the Tron roller coaster.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so sick. Tomorrowland is... that's like the jolt of life that Tomorrowland really needed. Because it was getting pretty stale.
Tomorrow's just not that fascinating anymore.
It's like, we're in tomorrow!
Tomorrow's now, damn it!
This was so 30 years ago. Freaking Stitch's Great Escape.
How many rides do you normally get in Disneyland? Like, how many rides do you think you could do?
What, in a day?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really good at it.
Because I remember going to Six Flags, and it's like...
Well, what you gotta do...
It takes forever to do
everything. So,
everything.
when you go to Disney, you have what's called Fast Passes.
Mm-hmm.
And 60 days before you go, you book your tickets, you book your hotel. 60 days, you have access to book your Fast Passes. So, you get 3 per day for free. It's a free service. So, essentially, what you do is you pick the times, and you pick the rides that you want. There are some restrictions, like, I know Hollywood Studios, there's, like, a tiered system where you can only pick, like, one from each tier, or one from one tier, 2 from another. But essentially, you can pick these months in advance.
Yeah.
And for our upcoming Disney trip in May, this is what we have going on. I've got, like, our first day is Magic Kingdom, and I've got, I think it's... So
is that what you do? Like, one day is, like, focused on, like a one area?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, there's 4 parks. So if you do, one park per day, or some parks are a little bit bigger, you might want 2 days, but, Magic Kingdom, that holds, all the land. So it's Tomorrowland, Adventureland, Liberty Square, Frontierland, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And so you pick, at 9 o'clock, I want Space Mountain. So 9 o'clock walks by, and it'll be on your little magic band. It's like a bracelet.
Oh, so you set it up, okay, 9 o'clock, I want to go there, so it's like
exactly.
They have you, like an appointment.
Exactly, you have an appointment. And so you walk up, and there's an 80-minute line, and you say, no thanks, and you scan your little magic band, you walk right on through. Because that's the beauty of Fast Passes. So as long as you can set your Fast Passes up...
Oh, those suckers without their Fast Passes.
Well, you only get 3,
Just
so...
flip them the bird as I'm walking through.
if you want to do more than 3 rides. So it's really just about using your Fast Passes,
I'll use it for the Captain America 3 times.
There you go, in a row.
Yep.
It's like, what you doing today, Michael? I'm watching Hitler get punched 3 times in a row.
Gets better every time.
But, as long as you can plan your Fast Passes for the bigger rides, like, you wouldn't waste, a Fast Pass on a ride that typically has a short line. Like, Mickey's PhilharMagic is typically like a 10-minute line.
Yeah.
Just wait 10 minutes.
No.
It's like,
we're talking... You have to know that information, like, beforehand.
But I know.
But
I'm the Disney master.
Yeah, but us going there for the first time, you wouldn't know. You'd be just in the dark as much as I am.
I probably would be. And also, Disneyland doesn't have that system. That's only Disney World. So Disneyland is they have fast passes there, but you can't plan them in advance. You have to go to the park and run up to the ride and, like, push a button and you get a ticket.
Ew.
It'll be like, oh, come back in 5 hours. It's like, okay.
You know, they should do that, though. Instead of lines, it's like, just have, a button you push, and, like, you should have times. Like, wouldn't it work so much better like
That's pretty much what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Figuring, like, a way you can streamline that, because I really hate those lines.
Oh, so do I.
Actually, the lines don't bother me. It's, like, the heat that's, berating me.
Yeah.
On my sensitive pale skin. It's like... It doesn't work out too well.
Well, that's why I never go to Disney World in June, July, August, or September.
So what's the good month? I mean,
my favorite.
You've given some secrets away.
No.
No one else divulged this information. This is classified.
No, my personal favorite times to go. I love going early December. It's beautiful because you have all the castles decorated for Christmas. It's really pretty. Also, May is great too. Early May, Late May gets a little hot. Like Memorial Day weekend, we did that for my graduation trip. It was a little hot, but early May is good. March is great. You just gotta watch out for the snow because I hate planning trips in the winter because you never know if there's going to be a blizzard and then your flight gets canceled and your whole trip's out of whack.
They reimburse you, though, right?
I'm sure they would have some sort of a system. It's never happened to me.
It would still suck.
It would really suck. Yeah. Especially if you took off vacation time from work and they were expecting you to be out and, it's rough.
Yeah, that would suck.
But, yeah. I think we kind of covered it. Do you have any other ideas?
I'm excited for it. You made me excited for it. I know you love the Disney World lands.
Yeah, no.
That is like your favorite thing.
I'm just a big theme park guy. I love theme parks. Yeah. Universal, Disney, Busch Gardens, whatever.
Splash?
I've never been to Splish Splash.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
for those of you who have
for
those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, it's a water park here in New York. And
oh yeah, sorry. There's no other Splish Splashes?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that might be a local thing.
Yeah, it's in Riverhead.
Yeah,
I've never been. I'm not a water park guy. I'm a fat man. So
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't like my jelly rolls hanging out and
you gotta embrace it, man. Because everyone there is fat, bro. Everyone there is fat.
Yeah, so. You say that, and then I go, and then I'm next to the freaking
Chris Evans right next to you.
I got Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth, like on either side of me, looking buff as hell.
Between a rock and a hard place on that one.
A literal hard place. Anyway, so I think that about does it for this episode of Geeklirious.
Yeah. We hope everyone enjoyed this much as we did. That week off really threw us off, and now
I think we came back with a vengeance, though.
We did. Some would say that. In certain circles.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you for everything.
Remember, if you're absolutely, if you're listening on iTunes, feel free to leave a rating, write a review. It really helps us out.
5 stars, please.
Yes, 5
stars.
5-star frog splash.
5 stars, please, for me.
And share it around.
Subscribe,
YouTube,
iTunes, Google Play.
We have now, so we're working on Spotify.
Pretty much everywhere you go. I personally use Pocket Casts app on Android.
Yeah,
great app if you guys have Android. You have iPhone, right?
Yeah, I just use the standard iTunes, right? The standard podcast app that iTunes has.
Okay, yeah. I'm a little bit specialer. Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, yes,
have
thank
a good
you
one.
So much. Bye.